I'm Kevin Kirn. I'm the Director of Product Management for QuickBooks Online for Intuit. And so I lead a team of product managers that determine, what's going to happen in QuickBooks Online, over the next 2 weeks, over the next 2 years. So we're really the ones that are here talking to accountants, talking to small businesses, trying to understand what our customers need, and then translating that into what the product's actually going to do. First of all, I wanted to explain at the high level what exactly it is, because it can be a little confusing for folks. So what it is it's a new application that runs on the Mac platform, and it connects to QuickBooks Online. So any QuickBooks Online user that has an account can download this app for free. It connects to their QuickBooks Online. They can use it to do their QuickBooks. But hey, they can also go back to a browser and do that if they're on a different machine. They can still use our iPhone app and our iPad app, and so it's just another app in that whole ecosystem of apps they can use. Delivering new stuff like the Mac app is just exciting for all of us. It's something we've been working on for a while. We've got a lot of passion around it. And we've seen the early results from some of our first users, and it's just been all thumbs up so far. All they can talk about is all the things we can do next with it, and so it's so great to work on something for a while. You think you've got it right, and then you find out that people really like it. That's a pretty fun moment, and the whole team's got to experience that this week. So Mac users that download the new Mac app, they get a bunch of new benefits with that. So QuickBooks Online has always been fast. The new version that we released a little over a year ago now, it flies on Chrome, Firefox, any browser you use. But there's some special stuff we can do when we're actually on a Mac app that makes it go even faster. And so you'll notice as you're changing from tab to tab, creating invoices, estimates, whatever you're doing, everything's just a little bit faster, and it makes a nice difference. It's also noticeably faster if you're on a slow internet connection. So if you're out in the country somewhere on a weak 3G connection, it's still really snappy. So performance is a big benefit you get. You also get some familiarity. So a lot of professionals and small businesses alike, they love QBO, but they struggle with things like, how do I do a multiple window scenario in QBO where I want the invoice on one screen and the report on another screen? And it's possible to do that in the browser, but most people aren't browser experts. And so the Mac app makes things like that ridiculously simple. It's just like you'd expect on a Mac. If you double click on something, it's going to come up as a separate window. If you single click, it's going to stay in the current window. You can drag things out of QBO onto your second monitor if you want to. Just all those interactions that are a little tricky in the browser are natural again in the Mac app. It's also got great keyboard shortcuts, so it's all the keyboard shortcuts you'd expect. It's got a few other bells and whistles. We're bringing some live interactive feed right to your desktop, so alerts and notifications and things that are coming out of QuickBooks Online. You don't have to go into the app to see them. You just look at your toolbar and they're right there waiting for you. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's just a small release. There's not, we didn't do everything we wanted to do, but it's amazing, just those 5 to 10 things we did them really well, and people seem to be reacting well to it. So we're looking forward to doing the next 100 that we've got on the list for that app. So there's a lot of new things coming down the pipeline for QuickBooks Online. We released the new version of QuickBooks last August. That was a huge release. What the team's focused on right now is really making sure that release is working for all of our customers. It's been a huge hit with new users, people that hadn't used QuickBooks Desktop or QuickBooks Online before. But hey, as people are coming over from the old version of QuickBooks Online to the new version, we're learning new things, workarounds that they had to specific business problems. And so the team's just laser focused on that right now. We're releasing every 2 weeks right now. You'll notice on the blog 20 to 30 improvements every 2 weeks, so it's a really fast pace. But of course, as always, there's some bigger things we're working on too. As everybody knows, we just acquired a company called Lettuce. They're an inventory and order management company. So we're working hard with them to fully integrate that product into QuickBooks Online. And we're also working on a lot of other exciting stuff. We're continuing to invest in reports. We're continuing to make the product go faster. We're continuing to invest in making it really easy to move desktop users to online. It's already pretty easy, but we think there's a lot more we can do. So yeah, we've got a big team, lots of great ideas, and we're just trying to get it all out to our customers as fast as we can. So, on the QuickBooks team, we spend a ton of time going through user feedback. We've got user voice, we've got the feedback tool in QuickBooks Online, we've got the blog, we've got Twitter. So we get feedback from a lot of places. And, our users are really passionate, and they've always got something they're excited about and maybe something they really want us to do. But I'll tell you, the new release of QuickBooks that came out last year, we've just gotten so much positive stuff from the community, and it does make the team feel really good. It's just that special mail I get every now and then from a pro advisor where they say something like, Kevin, I didn't quite believe you when you told me how much better the new version is. I was a little skeptical. I thought you might be overselling it. You're a pretty passionate guy, but wow, I spent half a day with it, and it's changed my business. This is my tool, and they just get so passionate about it at that point. And when we see other people reflecting our passion back at us, it makes that's why we do this, right?